Hey everybody, it's Carla. Welcome to the Happy Bookmaker. So it is December as of the day that this video comes out, December 1st. So I was thinking, we are kind of in that holiday season, and maybe we could do something a little different and make some greeting cards. So probably, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking holiday cards because the holidays are coming up, but obviously we can do these for any particular holiday that you would like to. So the base of these cards is, other than cardstock, because obviously we do have to have something to put our materials on that is sturdy, but the base is book pages. I have all of these beautiful book pages from the books that I've been making, and I thought, I can use up a few doing this, and to be honest, I haven't sent out like a Christmas card in years, so maybe this will give me the motivation to do that. So here's what we're gonna do. So we are gonna start with, I've got like 4 different layouts sitting here. Hopefully we can get them all done, and if not, I'll show you at some point later. So we can do this a few different ways. So you can just use regular cardstock. This happens to be from a greeting card kit. So this is just something I got at Office Depot. You can get things on Amazon. I have some from Red River Paper that I used for my my cards that I sell in my Etsy shop, but I can't remember the cost. It might be around $20 or so. Come on a sheet like this, and I don't know if you can see, it's so bright in here because it's in the middle of the afternoon. But there are score lines. So these will score in half one way, like this, and then they're going to bend like this does down here. Now I've got these going a certain way because of the picture that I'm using. So depending on your orientation, you can change that. And then of course they come with the envelopes. So it's a really nice little kit. Years ago I picked this up. Now I can't find these anymore. I don't think that they're being made. But this is basically an 8.5 by 11 sheet folded over, right? So that is basically one of these, and you can see the score line here, and then it's just going to fold over. And the way I've noticed these is I believe that the deeper score line is on the outside so that it looks nice and clean from the outside. And then I went ahead and printed messages on the, can you see that? Okay. And I went ahead and did some printed messages from my computer because I have terrible handwriting, and I want these to look nice. And like you do a whole card and then you write on it and you mess it up. That's a disaster to me. So and again, these also came with the envelopes. So this is basically just, a regular piece of cardstock, really. So what we're going to be doing is using the book page to add a background to these cute little cards, okay? And so a lot of it's going to be covered up, but I think it just really adds a lot of charm. So, and then we're going to be doing things like inking and gold and that kind of thing. So this one is actually going to be made with a 3D sticker, and I can't remember the maker. I feel like you can't find as many of these nowadays as you used to. Jolie's used to make tons of them, but I've had this a long time, and I thought, obviously, that is perfect. So, let's just get started. So, if anybody is like confused about how to do this, how to print on the inside of cards if you don't make cards, let me know, and I would be happy to do a video showing that kind of thing. Because it's really fun. It's just a really fun craft. So what we're going to start with is an old book page. And of course, I've already kind of made sure that this fits. Truth be told, I trimmed this down a hair because I want this to cover the entire thing. And I think I'm going to be going this way with the little ruffly edge. So this is the edge that was, in the crease of the book. And you can't tell, but this actually has, these book pages have green. You just can't tell when there's one. When there's the whole book, you can see it. So we're going to be gluing this down. And, well, let's just start with that. I don't want to give it all away too soon. So we're going to go back to our Fabrifix, which I know I'm almost out of. Also, we could use, what, should we try just for funsies. There's no reason you couldn't use a good glue stick in this situation as well. Let me get something to put down here to protect my mat. Okay, I just put a piece of white paper down here because what I want to do is just really just load it up. I want to make sure I'm going the correct direction. And I just printed Happy Holidays on the inside of this. And then, you know, I'll sign it later or whatever. I am determined to send these to somebody. I don't know. You know the hardest part? Finding the addresses, right? Because we just don't do mail anymore. So I have to dig out addresses and that sort of thing. And that's honestly what kind of holds me up. You know, that's lazy, I know, but it's the truth. So I'm just getting a nice little spread of this. And so I want it to be like this. And I want this to be down at the bottom. Now here's the really tricky part. Because when you start putting it down, is it gonna, you know, are you gonna be able to reposition? Let's see what happens here. So I've got it down here. I've already kind of bent it a little bit. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good. I'm gonna take my bone folder. Do that. So let me get this trimmed up. Okay, I guess we should move this piece of paper or we will have that wrecked in no time. So I'm just gonna, I could probably stick this in the paper trimmer. So let's do this. Okay, so that's trimmed up. Okay, and I've done the bone folder. Oh, see, it's cute, right? Because it's got the little, you can see how it's sticking out below. I really like that. So what we want to do is we're going to back our pretty little angel. Oh, I forgot about this. So I have to tell you, a wonderful subscriber, a lovely lady, sent me a little packet of goodies. I think they call it Happy Mail or something. And it's my first one. And she sent a whole bunch of cute little embellishments. And this was this really pretty little fabric. But it has the right colors, has this sort of greeny, you know, light green. And so we're going to also put this over the book, okay, over the front. So I just think that's really pretty. And you can still see all the print and everything. Now, the tricky thing with this is, you know, how do you glue that down, right? So I am actually going to use glue stick because I think it'll be okay. And also this is going to go over this part of it. So it's going to go over this so I can put like a whole bunch of glue underneath it. And then this might, you know, if this comes a little bit loose, it'll be okay. So then I also need to decide, because I was thinking about this, do I want this to go at an angle and have our little angel go on straight like that? And I'm considering that. Should I use the deco scissors? I'm kind of thinking I might. And trim this up and make it a little bit more interesting than just a square. I think I will. But first, first things first. You know what, and even before that, because now I'm getting ahead of myself, I want to do a little bit of this gold wax all around the edges, and I realize I need to do that before I put down the fabric, because that could get messy. So I'm using this very expensive tool, this thing called a finger, and I'm just going to kind of go around. And of course I'm doing that because, you know, I'm tying in the gold of, you know, the angel gold. Oh, that's so pretty. And I am going to just take this paper towel and kind of buff around the edges. That's what I'm calling it, buffing, because that does, it can add like a little bit of a shimmer. I think just adding that little bit of gold wax just really kind of kicked this up a notch. Emerald. Okay. Okay, so that's that. So we've got this down, we've got a little gold wax on it. So now we need to take a little bit, you know, I might actually trim this a little bit because I don't want it to really to cover up the gold. So I trimmed this earlier on my paper trimmer, of all things, believe it or not, because it's got like a crispiness to it. Okay, how's that? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just on the paper trimmer, how about that? So I'm gonna leave the, like the heavier stitching, can you see that? Like up at the top, I think that'll be really pretty. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna throw down some glue stick. Now I'm Bobby Flay, I'm gonna throw down, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna place that down. I know this isn't particularly Christmassy, but it matches the look, right? Okay, so we've got that. I think this is going really fast. So I think I am gonna go around this. Oh gosh, this is such a hard decision because once I do it, I can't undo it. You know, it's like on the computer, undo, undo. Sometimes when I'm doing other things, because I work on the computer so much, I do something and I'm like, undo, oh, you can't undo that, okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's decal it. Okay, very carefully, so I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, I think that's going to add something. Oh, that's much better. I really like that. Now, obviously, there's no need to put gold around it because this is actually like a gold foil. So we're not going to worry about that. But I do need to get it glued down. And I think for this, I will use Fabrifix. And it's going to then go all the way through to the paper. And it's going to keep all of these items nice and glued down. Okay, oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. Now, wouldn't you just love to get a card like this? I would. I think I could get addicted to this pretty easily. Okay, I mean, we're almost done, honestly. I feel like this was too easy. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right, so let's lay down. Oops, there's something floating. Okay, our angel. Oh, she's so pretty. So pretty. I think she's gonna stay down well enough without any glue. Oh, that is so pretty. You know what I'm thinking? Now that I've already cleaned off my finger, I think I'm gonna go around a little bit on the inside of this, just to, you know, give it a little something. A little something, something. And just a little bit, because it feels a little naked. And I'm gonna put some of these little snowflakes on the inside so that the inside isn't too bare. Same thing, let's kind of wipe some of that off, and it kind of does a little buffing. So I also printed off from the Graphics Fairy, there's all kinds of, I should close this up, fun Christmas images and, you know, all kinds of holiday images, and a lot of them are free. Some of them are with the premium membership. I honestly can't remember which this is because I do have the premium, but not to worry, there are tons of free images. But I'm thinking about taking one of these little things, if I could find a good, see, I like the one with the green. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use this little teeny tiny guy. I should have thought to print these bigger, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna use them. I'm gonna ink it up a little. That's gonna be interesting because it's the size of, oh my gosh, it's so tiny. It's like a Tic Tac. I'm gonna do my best. Just a little bit of inking. I mean, I do say happy holidays on the inside, but you know, we gotta add a little something. I'm not gonna do the gold on it because I think we have a fair amount of gold, and I just wanna like pretty much just cover up those cut edges. And that did the trick, I think. It's so tiny, it's so tiny. And then where to put it, I think I might tuck it in right about there. Yeah, just a little bit of glue on here. Just tuck it in under her little wing there. And there's that. Okay. So let's put a few little snowflakes on the inside, just a couple of them. Let's see here. Okay, where should you go? I just feel like that's the spot. And this little guy came off of here. Little teeny tiny bead. Let's see, gosh, this is so tiny. I'm gonna try it. Oh, okay, oh, no, okay. I have tweezers somewhere, I just don't know where. I think that'll be okay. And then maybe one of the smaller ones. We don't wanna have overkill. Let's do this one. And you can go down here. There you go. How about that? Isn't that pretty? Card number 1 down. Okay. Okay, so for the next one, we are going to do a big one. This was that bigger version, the 8.5 by 11, that it's basically 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and you fold it over. And again, I did a saying on the inside, and I think I got off on a tangent. I think I forgot to actually thank Cheryl, who is the lovely lady that sent me the goodies. I think I just started talking about something else and completely forgot, but I don't want to forget because she's a lovely lady, and that was so sweet of her. And I might use more of her goodies in this video. So what we're going to do is, obviously we're going to use a book page, but I think before that, we can go ahead and fold this up. And where is the bone folder? Okay, do this. Now this is an example of a graphics fairy image, and I just think it's so pretty. So what we're gonna do first though is also do a cover, a piece on the front to sort of put something back even behind the book page, because then I'm going to be ripping out, we're going to be tearing this out, and then this is going to go on the book page. So we're going to do it in a little bit different order this time. I think that'll work. Okay, so let's get this cut to the right size, and we're going to glue it on the front. Okay, that's done. This is such pretty paper. That is going to be perfect for under our little Christmas girl. And I think we will use the Fabrifix on this. It's really, I want this to really hold on here. I guess it doesn't matter if this is, yeah, it does matter. Okay, yeah, that's right. Because I want to make sure I'm putting this on the front of the card. Okay, and Fabrifix is great because you can reposition a little bit. Gotta love that. And let's bone folder that down a little bit. Okay, so the question is, should we? Yes, I think we should. I think I think we should do a little inking around because this is very, you know, like antique-y looking. So I think that we should do that. Let's cover up the glue first. You can see the sun coming in here, late afternoon. That is so pretty. That is so beautiful. Just that little bit of inking. Okay, so now the book page. So I think what I want to do is we're going to do our trick with this. This is a little bit, well, should I? Because I want it to be similar. Okay, we're going to hand rip this because I don't want this side to look a lot straighter, if that makes sense, than the other side. We just want to make sure that we are showing enough of the pretty paper behind and the book page. And yeah, I think that might work. And then by the time she's, I'm also gonna, I think, rip her out. Okay, oh, that is so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Make sure we're still going the right way. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now, do we rip her out? Or do we, I mean, I could just kind of cut around it and that would still be okay, wouldn't it? Because this is kind of rough. Let's do this. I mean, how bad could it be, you know? And then I will ink around it too, so. Before printing these, I actually took some of these images, this one in particular, and on my iPad, I have a program called Procreate, and I did a little bit of like erasing of the edges and stuff to make it not so, you know, sharp. So that's part of the reason why I think it, you know, it could be okay to do this. Now, if I don't like it, I can still rip it. And I'm trying to decide. Okay, let's try this and see. Okay, so that is that. Oh, that is so pretty. Look how pretty this is. Really like that. And maybe we'll do another thing from my friend Cheryl. I just got a text, sorry about that. Is these little pearl, adhesive pearls. And so maybe we can do a couple, oh, that's pretty. Maybe like on the top and the bottom, we'll see. First, let's get this down. That's gotta go first. Okay, so I'm going to kind of pretty much center this the best that I can. And this, by the way, is from the book Heidi, I think. Pretty sure this was from Heidi. It's one of my bigger, older books that, you know, will cover a little bit more square footage here. There's that. Okay. Should I put something under her again? Let's see. No, I don't think so. I think this is good. And then I think we will do some of these pretty little pearls. Maybe just a little rope on the top and the bottom. Okay, and she goes down now. Let's see if I can get her down straight. Something like that. Okay. And you know what's funny? This is from the book Heidi, and here's a little girl. Oh, that's perfect. Not even planned. Oh, that is so pretty. Now, wouldn't you like to get this card? I think so. Okay, let's look at these little guys. Let's see. It would be too much to like go around the whole thing, but I feel like a little string at the top and a little string. How else could we do this? Like, I'm just thinking here. Okay, so I decided to do what I said I was gonna do, a string at the top and at the bottom. Boy, they are sticky. So you know what, I'm gonna start at the bottom because then I'm gonna flip it around to do the top so I can see. They're so sticky. I wanna kind of get it in the center. And I know you can cut these apart and I could put as many as I want, but I think it adds like a nice little border sort of. Oh, isn't that pretty? And again, try to get this sort of equidistant. But remember, it's handmade. So, you know, as I say, perfectly imperfect. That is so pretty. One more thing. How about if we take one of these December the 25th little labels? Again, they're very small. And I'm going to ink it and I'm going to stick it maybe up in the corner. Okay. I feel like the glue stick would be good for this little guy. It's so little I can hardly pick it up. Okay. And just rub that on here. Get lots of glue stick. And stick her down. I mean, it could go down. No, I don't want to put it there. I think I'm going to put it not at an angle. I'm going to put it like right like that. That is cute. Almost looks like it's on a calendar. Okay, card number 2 done. That's the front. And then on the inside, Merry Christmas to you and yours and a very happy new year. Pretty. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, let's do another small one. And on this one, I just say Merry Christmas. So for this one, I think I'm just gonna cover, like for the other small one, we wrapped all the way around and that was fine and beautiful. But I think for this one, I might just do the front. Yeah, and the reason I kind of picked this page, this book page, you know how sometimes they have the colored pages? I think we just talked about that. These happen to be red on the edge, not colored pages, but the edges. And I just love the way that kind of shows up here. And then this is the image that we're going to use. And this is a Graphics Fairy image. And then I think I might use that same gold foil under it, but I haven't decided that for sure. Could even use the pretty green, right? That would be really pretty. Oh, that could be really pretty too. So we have to think about that. Or maybe we'll double mat it. Oh, that's an idea. Okay, let's start ripping. So first of all, before we rip, I'm going to go ahead and cut this to the proper length. Okay, so I've got the proper length, and I think, yeah, I guess if I want all of the words to show, I'm going to just have to rip. Basically, wow, it's like it fits, the words fit exactly the width. So we're going to do this little guy, and this is my guideline basically. So I'm going to do this and lift these up. Do that and then pull. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah. Okay, and the same over. Now this side's a little bit smaller, so it's going to be a little trickier. Okay, so we've got the size down. That's cute. That's really cute. So, you know, I was kind of debating, should I kind of fake it and do more red? Like ink it with red? Because that's already there. You know what? Let me see what I've got. So, yes, I'm going to do that. Got some red. I've given it a squirt, and I'm just gonna go. That's actually, yeah, that's like perfect. I probably shouldn't do the edges because they're torn, but I think it'll give it a nice sort of border. I really like that, actually. And I like that all of the book that is going to be showing is words. So there isn't going to be any empty gaps. Really like this. Ooh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. So I'm going to glue this down. Now definitely want to make sure we're up. Yep, we're up. Okay. Just like so. Oh, it went down before I was ready. Let's see here. So it went down before I was ready and I didn't want to pull it up. So I'm going to trim on the paper trimmer. I'm just going to go along here because I don't like that little bit of white showing, as you can see. And then I can just do a little more inking, and that's not going to at all hurt the, you know, the size of the card. Okay, so let's come back in here with some red. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, cute. Okay. All right, so the next thing, so we need to decide how we're going to do this. So we've got, we could do this and then the gold. Oh, I really like that. That's pretty, huh? Because it, you know, the green obviously is picking up the greens in here. I think that might be the ticket. Now, what, okay, so should I decal some of it? Why don't we decal, in this case, the image and leave the other two straight. I'm going to use Vintage Photo to ink up those edges, make them stand out. That really did help, I think. Just giving it that little bit of deco. So now we just need to cut these. We want to have like a little bit. Are these going to be the right size? Oh, I think so. I think so. So we're going to do that. Would it be better? No, it definitely has to be on the gold. Okay, so I need to trim it to about here. You know what? I'm going to glue it down and then trim it. Okay. It's very sticky. All right, get it down here. Sometimes it's the easiest way to do it. That looks very pretty. These are really easy, honestly. Okay, I'm going to trim this off in the paper trimmer. Oh, look how pretty. That is so pretty. Okay, and then we've got, oh yeah, this is almost perfect. I actually might trim it a little bit more. It just gives it a little bit of a, that double frame. Okay, or should I? No, I don't think I will. Okay, I'm going to glue it down, glue stick, and then I will trim it after. Really pretty. Oh, look how pretty that is. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down. You know what? We are going to do a little of the Vintage Photo on the edge of the green. Okay. Okay, and now to glue this down, I'm going to go ahead and use the Fabrifixed. I want this to be really down. You know what? Hold on a second. Okay. I might want to do one of these words. Okay. Where did they go? They're so little. I can barely see them. So we've got Joy Noel. I think that's Joyous Noel. I don't know. I'm guessing. And Pear Noel. And I thought I would just put it like underneath. So I just have to decide, like, oh boy, you're really crooked. Sorry, guys. I think that the writing on this is a little easier to read. Not that that matters. We're going to do the bottom one. Okay, let's ink the little guy up. So the reason I wanted to decide this first is that I will want to leave probably a little space for that, either at the top or the bottom. So I have to decide. Okay. What if this was actually sort of matted as well? Actually, I think I'm going to do this up in the corner, just the way I did the other one. Okay, I'm going to try to get this as centered as possible. Oh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. And then our little Père Noël tag can go. Okay, we'll use this. Okay. Just kind of do that right up here. Just like a little banner. How pretty is that? It's pretty. And Merry Christmas. All right. I mean, there's all kinds of extra things you could still be doing to it, but I really like the simplicity of this. That is so pretty. Okay, one more. Okay, so this really is just a piece of cardstock, and it's kind of a real pretty dusty blue. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to do the scoring ourselves, and we're going to use a bone folder. So the way that I've seen it, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but like I said, the scoring is generally on the outside of it. So we just have to make sure that we are doing it, obviously, right in the middle. So I'm going to kind of measure. And this is, yeah, it's 11. So I'm going to pick a mark. Let's see, 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches is right about there. And I'm just going to make sure that this is straight. and it seems to be straight. Well, let's straighten it up a little bit because I want to get this, I just want to follow this line with the bone folder and go right down the middle. Now I did do a test run of this, and I found that you have to kind of go over it a few times and do it fairly hard, at least with mine. I don't know, it's not terribly pokey, or it's not terribly sharp, so. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down. I've lined it up. Now I guess my question is, should I be doing it on the inside as well? Let's see. Oh, that folds really nicely. Really nicely. I don't think I have to do it on the inside. Hey, look at that. That's cool, huh? Okay, so what's gonna go on this one is based on this beautiful angel, Christmas angel, little girl, Christmas angel. She's gonna go on the front, obviously, over some book page, and under that is going to be this really pretty red foil paper. So I think I will again just do the very front because it's, you know, it's pretty on the back and it's blue. Get this down. So I just need to cut this to the right size, and it should be 5.5 by 8. Okay, so no, it needed to be 8.5 by 5.5, which I did cut one wrong. And I was like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Yeah, because obviously 8.5 by 11.5, that sort of thing. So that is that. Isn't that pretty? So again, we got to get that glued down first. Okay, and down she goes. Please go in the right spot. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Am I going the right way? Yes, okay. This is so pretty. So pretty, I love that. Okay, so now we've got the book page. So let's see here. I'm trying to decide. In this case, I'm going to use this, and here again, it's going to get tricky right here. I mean, I wouldn't have to. You know, here. Okay. What if I did it like this and just left one side ruffly? Because that is kind of how it would look, right? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to trim this down though, and then we're going to just leave this side ruffly. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I know that there's a little more space on the top and the bottom, but I'm okay with that. And then let's do a little inking. Or wait, okay, here we go now. Should we do gold? Should we do gold again? I think that would be really pretty around this. And then even though there isn't gold on her, she does have golden hair, and I think that would really tie together. Let's do some gold. Very pretty. I love the way it went along the edge. Really nice. So, do our little buffing technique. Alright. Before we glue this down, I want to rip this and see how I think I'm going to want this to lay out. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's do a little vintage photo on her. Ooh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. Okay, so before we're done, is there anything else I might want to add to this page? Let's see. We have the 25th and we've got some stamps. Let's cut out another stamp, or another December the 25th. and then maybe a couple of the stamps. So I'm going to ink these up a little bit. I thought since these are so small, maybe I'd just do 2 of the little postage stamps. We'll see how that looks. Okay, so let's get the book page put down. I think I'll use Fabrifix for that. Okay, so I'm putting the page down, leaving kind of an equal amount on the top and the bottom. Little bone folder. And I thought maybe a little bow, just a little simple red bow would add a little something to this. Maybe like something like up in here, maybe something like that. So, or maybe here. Not sure yet, but we'll decide that. And then we also have these little snowflakes from the other stickers. I could actually put a couple of those down. And she's gonna go right down in the middle. Oh, that's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? And then we've got our little teeny tiny December the 25th. I think this time I'll put that down below. So that is gonna go here. So I'm gonna cut out one of these teensy tiny carte postals. Just trying to find enough stuff to sort of fill up some of this extra space. And since I'm using a stamp, I decided to use just one stamp. Since I'm using a stamp, that obviously sort of fits in. And then I'm gonna ink it up. Okay, so I decided to put this little tag and the stamp over on this side. Just trying to decide how to kind of lay it out. Yeah, I think I like that. That's pretty cute, huh? I just wasn't liking the combination of some of these things, and I think I'm gonna leave the bow off. I just don't think it's necessary. So let's see. Let's use this. Okay, so I put the stamp down straight on, and then we're gonna put the little tag at an angle. Okay, so I have this other stamp that I cut apart from the other one, and now I've decided to take this and kind of stick that over here too as well. And we'll just put it the other way, because who's gonna know? Only us. Okay, there it is. Isn't that cute? That's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna clean up and we're gonna recap. Okay, here they are. And we've got 2 of the small 5.5 by 4 1/4, I think they are. And these were from a kit, but you could easily cut these sizes from, obviously, cardstock. And look how pretty this one turned out. So pretty. We've got our little foil paper and our pretty 3D stickers. Here's another one of the small sizes. And this one we did, it's a little bit simpler. And again, you could handwrite. I mean, most people have better handwriting than I do, so you could easily do that. But we've got a little double matted Christmas picture here, and Père Noël. Isn't that pretty? And I love the red around the book page. And for this one, we've got Merry Christmas to you and yours, and a very Happy New Year. And then we've got this beautiful little girl on this Heidi book page. And we've got some pearls. Oh, this is so big, I better hold it back a little. Sorry about that. It just turned out so beautiful, just beautiful. And then our last one is another one of the 8.5 by 11s that is folded. And these did come with, you can find envelopes the proper size, obviously. And on the inside, the same thing, Merry Christmas to you and yours, and a very Happy New Year. And of course, when you do your own, you can personalize it and make it say whatever you want it to say. And then we've got the little postage stamps and the December the 25th. But these are so pretty. I am loving this. I think I'm gonna have a little mass making session of cards. And if you wanted to just really knock out a whole bunch of them, they could all be the same, and it would be so easy. It would be, you know, you could just have like a little assembly line, and you could get them all done. But thanks so much, you guys. As always, I appreciate you, and we will see you next time. Bye.